Hello everyone, welcome to God's According to CD. So guys, let's check out this woman. I assume she is from Nigeria who has been living in the United States for a while now. I think she gets it or she just got it or she's just trying to be a peacemaker between West Africans and Black Americans. And I'm saying West Africans is because they are the cause of everything that is happening in the Black diaspora. They are so disrespectful, and the disrespect is not only towards Black Americans. I mean, we are experiencing it right here at home in South Africa too. The very thing that Black Americans are complaining about, we are also complaining about here in South Africa. The disrespect, the ignorance of our laws, the ignorance of our history, them calling us names like we lazy and whatever the other word they call us. And on top of that, they still have the audacity to insert themselves in things they know nothing about how they were built, like the United States of America. They don't care who lost their lives. They don't care what hardship that Black Americans had to go through. Just like here in South Africa, they don't care what Black South Africans had to go through to actually have what we have today. And so this Nigerian lady, again, I'm assuming she's Nigerian because she sounds Nigerian to me. And what gives it away is the end, the sound that she makes in the end. That mostly is done by Nigerians. So I think she get it. I think she gets it. And since she gets it, I hope it resonates with her community in the United States as well as in Africa. And there is also a comment that was made by a gentleman who's also a Nigerian, I assume, that got Tabitha extremely angry, rightfully so, because clearly he does not get it. He is gaslighting Black Americans by saying, yeah, you see, after they are done with the Mexicans and the Latinos, they're coming after you, as if Black Americans have not been gotten ever since, like 400 years. There are even towns I learned that are called sundown towns in the United States. Who do you think for all these years was aimed at? And now he's coming and say, you see, once they are done with the Latinos, they're coming after you, Black Americans. And Tabitha had to actually put him back online. And you could see the pain in her voice, in her eyes, her demeanor as well was showing absolute hurt because she says that she did a DNA test and over 80% of her DNA is Nigerian. And when she sees the people that she comes from historically, or DNA, I don't know how you put that, she is hurt. She's really, really hurt that these people just don't get it. They really don't get it. She's trying her level best not to participate in the diaspora war. But this guy, she had to respond to him, and she did it rightfully so, because he does not get it. He doesn't get it. And a lot of Nigerians and Liberians and other West Africans that just don't get it. They don't get the door was opened for them, just like this woman is saying.
Now, I know this video is going to be controversial, and some people are not going to like what I'm about to say. But I'm going to say it anyway, I don't care. Black Americans are right to be mad. They are. You see, us immigrants, not all of us, but a lot of us, seem to forget, or maybe they just don't know. But if you have been living in this country long enough, you should know that. The reason why we're here, the reason why we are allowed to be here, is because of the work Black Americans did. Because of the sacrifices they did. Because all the fights they had to fight in order for us, for them, because they didn't do it for us. They did it for themselves, and it's right. But we are Today we are enjoying the fruit of their labor. And we should not forget that. I'm an immigrant. And yes, in my community or in an immigrant community, and nobody can say otherwise, is a lot of disrespect for African American. It's a lot of it. I have heard it. And I have to admit that when I first came, I was also ignorant of their history. But after being in this country, for the amount of time I have been here, if I act like I don't know that, it means that I'm willingly demeaning them. They are mad. And you know what immigrants should do right now? We should not be arguing with them. We should be quiet and listen. Listen to what they're saying. Listen. No, but no. It is not about us. It's about how they feel. It's about the experience. And guys, they are right. Many immigrant community call them lazy. They're not lazy. They even say they don't have a culture, and that's an insult. Of course they have a culture. Of course they do. In the music, in the food, in the way they live their life, in the way they dress, they have a culture. And by the way, a culture that is a leader in many ways. Our children in Africa dress like black children. Children in Asia dress like black children. Children in Latin America, in Europe. So please stop saying, and it's not only limited to clothing. It's in music, it's in history, it's in literature, it's in science. The immigrant community need to stop demeaning and disrespecting Black American. They are mad, and they have all the right to be mad. Now, if my immigrant community or my African community want to come after me for what I say, that is on you. I don't care. Because the truth is the truth. And we need to admit where we're coming short. You're going to come to people's house and you want to look down at them? You want to disrespect them? Yes, not all Africans. Yes, not all Latino. Yes, not all blah, blah, blah. All Asian, blah, blah, blah. But enough to make a lot of noise. But enough for them to be mad, rightfully so. We need to be quiet now and listen to what they have to tell us. No doubting the experience, no undermining the experience, no forgetting the accomplishments. We need to stop that. We need to stop, particularly the African community. You want to say they are our brother and sister and this is how you're treating them? Not everybody, but a lot of us do. We look down. We criticize them. We do it and we should not deny it. As a community, we do it and we need to stop. Unity would be great. We all want unity, but unity without respect is impossible. Unity without recognizing the accomplishments of part of the group is impossible. Now, I know, like I say, some people's not going to like what I have to say, and I don't really care. I'm saying what I'm saying. And I know I'm just one voice. But to Black Americans, my brothers and sisters, I apologize for my community. I apologize. But I know apologies are not enough. Action has to be made. And that's why I made this video. So that my face and my words can be on social media. This way, for me, I'm doing my part. By letting my community know, you need to check yourself. You really need to check yourself. Without them, we will not be here. Without them, we will not have the opportunity we have here. Yes, we work hard, but that door to come in here was opened by them. Never forget that. Never forget that. Respect them. Value them. Give them their due.
Nobody, whether it is an African or an Asian or I don't care who, would be entering in and out of the United States as free as they are doing today if it was not for Black Americans. That got to sink in to many Africans. To many Africans. Maybe when that sinks in, that is when they'll begin to appreciate Black Americans and possibly even worshiping them if they have to. Because, okay, I know, I don't mean like worship, like, but what I'm trying to say is the respect, the homage that you pay to them. And when you see a Black American, just like Americans, when they see a veteran or they hear that this person's a veteran, they will say, thank you for your service. Maybe Africans will get to that point where they say, thank you for allowing me to be here. What's so difficult to say that? What's so difficult? I don't understand, honestly speaking. I mean, there are stories and stories and stories that I can tell you the similar things that we are going through here in South Africa because of West Africans and their lack of appreciation. You'll see them in the comment section. They love coming in the comment section because they don't get it. They just don't get it. They don't listen. I mean, they hate listening because listening is a skill. Oh, listening. Oh, no. Enemies. But we will continue pushing. We will continue putting the boot on there until they get it. I am always going to be on the Black American side because they contributed to the liberation that I'm enjoying in South Africa. Contributed. Yes, our liberation might be a bit shaky, but still, they showed their heart, and their heart helped us to be where we are today in terms of our liberation. And I thank Black Americans for that. And I will always be grateful to Black Americans for that. And I know I'm not speaking alone or for myself here. And I'm speaking for a lot of Black South Africans. And hence, you will never. Yes, there might be a fight here and there between Black Americans and Black South Africans. And I'll say it again, it will be because of one misunderstanding over another. But once we get to learn about each other, that's when we're like, oh, now I get it too. And then we always come back together with love and like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, no, next time, that type of situation, because we're siblings. That's what siblings do. Now and again, they are going to misunderstand each other and they will throw some hands, right? But we still got back to our love of each other and appreciation of each other. And yes, I know there are those that are ignorant. Those ignorant ones, they are just to be cast aside. Don't even pay attention to them. They don't speak for the rest of us. They don't. Just like West Africa doesn't speak for the rest of the continent. That's just how it is. But I thought, let me show you this video of this lady. I hope Tabitha will not have an issue with me posting the video because it's for educational purposes and spread the message as well to the African people who go out to the United States and they disrespect Black Americans, which is very, very wrong. Anyways, please don't leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.